Guys, what's up? You already know who this is. This is your mother effing queen bee. Yeah, yo. Hey guys, what's up? Let's chit chat a little bit. Of course, I'm on my way to work and I'm like, you know what? There's a few things that I kind of want to touch on, so I'm going to touch on it while I'm on my way to work, right? All right, so I see a blogger came out yesterday, right? And we all know who the blogger is. Sometimes I try not to call name of certain individual because you don't know who's going to get offended or who not going to get offended, right? So I prefer not to call their names. But a particular blogger, and this particular blogger, just to back it up a little bit, is someone that I do admire. I may not always agree with everything that she say, but I kind of admire her, how she could bring things across and break it down to the point where any lay person could understand, right? She's very smart, she's intelligent, yes, and she's very speaky-spokey, yes. That's what they call speaky-spokey people, right? But she know how to break it down in a layman's term, that you could understand something just a tad bit better, right? So I do admire her for that. She came out yesterday and she spoke on the whole issue with Shanae and Miss D and the whole backlash that Shanae apparently supposed to be getting, from all these different naysayers or whatever the case may be, right? And she kind of, stick her little opinion in there and she said, hey, I've searched the whole internet. I've, looked through a lot of bloggers' pages and I have not seen Shanae name mentioned anywhere. All right, so except for the latest incident with Shanae, that is definitely the truth. I've not heard any, bloggers really come out at Shanae about any certain things or whatever, until recently with this whole, collection of money for her trips and stuff like that, right? Because even me, of course, I had my little opinion on it. And my opinion was I have no qualms at all about Shanae getting the help. I definitely think it's a good thing that she is getting the help. I'm very happy that she got the visa. And I'm very happy about the fact that so many people is coming out and wanting to help her, right? But my problem and issue with Shanae is the fact that I don't like how she appears and come across as a very sneaky person, very sneaky, very sly, very pretentious. Yes, I'm going to use the word pretentious when it comes to Shanae, and I'm being honest. We may not like what people may say, or even like their opinion of the girl, right? Everybody keep on saying leave the child alone, leave the child alone, leave the child alone. But if children need correction also, and we can't always just pussyfoot around everything they do for the mere fact that because we like them. No, they need to understand themselves and they need to understand where they went wrong. Like I said, she come across to me as someone very slick, very sly, very pretentious, right? And when she's caught, she pretends as if she's very naive. She didn't understand what was going on. She didn't understand what she was saying, and we keep seeing it play over and over again. But what Shanae need to understand is the fact that in a way, she represents Miss D, right? She represents Miss D because she came off of Miss D's program. Miss D's the one that rallied for her to get money to go to school, and she's the one that's rallying to see her go all the way through to the top, right? So in a way, she kind of represents Miss D, and yes, she has to be careful what she say, who she say it to, who she hangs around, who she brings into her circle, because it could have a damaging effect on Miss D. All right, and I'm going to get back to that part again a little bit later of why I mentioned that particular part of my topic. So Shanae, yes, one time, like I said, is a mistake, but the second time was not a mistake. When you hear the key word, don't tell Miss D. Don't tell Donna. Don't tell 99. Don't, you know what I'm saying? From you hear that word, that's an immediately red flag. And that person should have been cut off immediately, blocked, and you should have moved on. There's no way it should have gotten to the point where you're planning to meet up, or she was planning to meet up with you and, you know, and give you things or whatever the case may be, right? It should have been, and not only that, but Miss D should have immediately been notified to say, hey, this person contact me. They told me not to say anything to you. And because of what happened the last time, I now know that this is something that I need to bring to your attention. Shanae, you're not that naive that you couldn't understand the assignment, and you couldn't understand that is what you should have done, right? Until, of course, you know, Observant TV brought it out. Now, Observant TV, I have high respect for you also, to the fact that you took up a challenge on yourself when you, you know, decided to start being one of the persons to collect money on her behalf, and also come up to the fact that let's do it on a monthly basis so she could constantly have, you know, money in her school account to do what she needs to do. Kudos to you for that. Not many people would take up that kind of burden right now, especially when it comes to a touchy, you know, situation, or a touchy person as Shanae, right? Because she's a link to Miss D. So, you know, it could have been a lot of heavy backlash for you, but you didn't care about that. You took the time to spearhead that, right? Okay, fine. The fact that you came out and you made Miss D aware of what was going on with Shanae and this person called Back and Belly Rat, was a good thing that you did that. And in two ways, it was a good thing, right? Number one ways, it shows loyalty to the game, right? It shows loyalty to the game, number one. And number two, it also helps to protect you. Because eventually, they always say everything in darkness is always going to come to light and everything like that. Eventually, Miss D would have got a wind of it. I promise you that. She got eyes and ears and mouth and legs and bodies everywhere, every corner of the earth, right? So one way or another, it would have came out that Shanae went to meet up with Back and Belly Rat. Then once that is found out, it would have been found out that you knew about it, right? And from the fact that you knew about it and didn't bring it to Miss D attention, all of a sudden now you're going to end up in a big bangarang and a big bati hole, and you're going to be looked upon as a backstabber. You're going to look at, you know, as a fake, and you know what I'm saying, you would have got slaughtered for that, right? We know that, because that's the diaspora that we're in right now, right, on social media. You would have gotten slaughtered for that. So for the fact that you came out and you be the one to enlighten Miss D and let her know what was going on with Shanae and that lady, kudos to you. That was a good move, the right move, and the more smartest move that you did, right? Continue to do what you do, girl. Speak your mind. You're one person that I could say since 2024, you have honestly trying to revamp your platform in a more positive direction, in a more, you know, spiritual direction, and I appreciate that, right? All right. Anyway, moving on now, right? Okay, so Shanae, moving forward in the future, right? Yes, we all know you're grown, right? We all know you're grown. But at the end of the day, you came to Miss D for help, right? And once you came to her for help and your name is now attached to hers, yes, she do have a right to oversee the things you do, the things you say, who you're moving around with, who you're hanging with. Yes, she do, because at the end of the day, it could reflect badly back on her. So in the future, moving forward, I'm not saying you got to tell her your private business, like who you're dating and anything like that. No, or what you're eating today or anything. Let's not get ridiculous. But yes, anything major that you see can affect her in a negative way on social media, yes, I think you do have a right to reach out to her, and I think you have a right to at least enlighten her and let her know what's going on. All right. As for the blogger that I was referring to earlier, yes, like I said, I respect a lot of things she does. I admire certain things that she does as far as breaking things down, and she broke everything down yesterday, but there's only one part, Miss Blogger, that I did not agree with, right? Is the fact when you use the term that Miss D come across as, not even come across, it literally say in a way that she's controlling, that she's very controlling, and as a controlling blogger, she needs to be careful how she tried to control and, say, I'll come across as a person that controls. In an incident when it comes to the students, right? I'm going to say the students overall. When it comes to the incident of the students and for how social media is, as I said before, she herself also has to be very, very, very careful of how these people go about representing her in a way. Now, we could all, try to put a blind eye and say, oh, but how in the world do these kids represent her? They're a grown adult. What they do is their responsibility, and that's on them, and that's on this, and that's on that. But people, let's just keep it real. And this is no defense of anyone, okay? Because you guys quick to say that. It's reality of how I see it in my own opinion, right? It's not all about being controlling, but with these particular students, yes, they represent her in a major way, which also can represent her brand because she is her brand, right? So anything negative go against her automatically reflects negatively on her brand. Now, it's just like at the job, right? Let's talk about jobs, right? It's at the jobs, and you represent your company, regardless of whether you think you do or not, you do. And that is the reason why a lot of companies will put a lot of restrictions and terminologies in their policies of what you could do from what you can't do while you're working for the company, right? There's certain social media platforms you cannot go on. There's certain things that you cannot say. You can't wear your uniform in a liquor store. You can't, because it represents their company. And anything that you do out there, from the fact that they say, okay, where you work, and you mention where you work, automatically, it's just human nature, it's going to somehow reflect back on your job, right? And they're going to say, oh my God, I would never want to work for that company, because if these are the type of people that they hire, then I want no parts of that company. So even that, it represents them, and these students are no different, okay? Unfortunately, or fortunately, depends on how you want to look at it, they represent Miss D. So it's not that she's being controlling, but she has to take reign of a situation that she see where it can potentially be a harm even to the kids, or maybe be a harm to herself or her brand, or bring a negativity, attraction, or attention to herself. She has a right to protect that. So that I do understand. So it's not about being controlling, it's just being very careful, smart, and making sure she be proactive in preventing certain things that can bring her down and bring them down. That's the way I see it, okay? All right, but that's just my opinion. All right, so anyway, guys, just to wrap it all up, I'm just gonna say this, right? On social media, you have particular bloggers or particular personalities, right? And they come across and they come out to be, fighting the fight, or, raking up havoc on people because they call, a person's name, or they talk something about the person or whatever. Sometimes we all know a lot of times it's really not even about the person, right? It's not even about protecting the person. It's not about anything other than just content, views, likes, and money. And the day that we all realize that is the day that we'll start to tune out individuals that has nothing to contribute to social media, or nothing to contribute to the subject at hand, or they don't even come out with a solution of how they themselves can help that individual person that they're fighting and disrespecting people and carry on the most about. What do they bring to the table? What solution are they bringing to the table? What have they done? What have they donated? What have they helped? You know what I mean? So sometimes, guys, I know it's entertainment for you guys, but what's entertainment for you can be definitely detrimental to someone else. So we really and truly need to start taking a grip off some of these platforms that we support when it comes to those type of negativity, just for money and fame, likes, and money, right? As I said. Anyway, guys, that's all I really came to say. I know something else I'm forgetting, but it is what it is. I don't want to make this video too long, but, just know that, with Shanae, and even with the other, what's his name? I don't remember his name, but anyway, I wish them all the best. I wish them good luck. I wish them success. And again, like I said, Shanae, please, right? Because to me, you also come across as an individual young person that you would say, yes, ma'am, no, sir, yes, sir, and you would agree with what someone is trying to instruct you on. But you appear also as the individual that it goes through 1 year and come out the other, and you still go about and do whatever you want to do. But just know, at the end of the day, think of who image, or think of who brand that you could damage in the process of you being stubborn and thinking to yourself, I could still do what I want to do. All right. Anyway, guys, have a wonderful day, evening, afternoon, morning, night, wherever the hell you are in the part of the world. And Queen Bee come, and Queen Bee gone, and Queen Bee love you guys for free. See you until next time. All right. And hey, my birthday is May 16th, guys. My birthday is May 16th. I cannot wait. So, guys, that is the only time I will definitely be putting up my Cash App for whoever wants to bless nice, sweet Queen Bee for her birthday. I don't know about I'm going to embarrass me. If I even 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, I don't know, no drop little something. If I have not dollar, you understand me? I mean, I'm not pressed for money. You guys already know that. But it does make a person feels good just to know that they're being appreciated. All right. Anyway, love you all for free, and Queen Bee is out.